And Instagram is taking a little bit to connect. There we go. Hi, everyone. We're back. It's Lisa with SheisMe. And today, right now, we are joined with Kathryn White. And Kathryn has been a speaker with us in the past, and she is a very revered alumni of ours. So thank you, Kathryn, for coming back.
So excited to be back. It's a great conference. I can't wait to be part of it again.
Tell us what you're going to be talking about this time and a little bit about you.
Yeah, so I am a certified holistic cancer coach, and I came to that because of my own story. So, just the very brief version. In 2015, I was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, and that makes me almost 10 years out from my original diagnosis, which is super exciting. Planning on celebrating that. But I really didn't have tools and strategies when I first was diagnosed. I didn't know what to do. And truly, I wasn't really given a whole lot of direction, just mostly the medical things. So as I moved along through the years and I started to want to heal my own body, I realized that I had to do some homework. And so I learned more about the impact of food on the body, on our cells, on our healing processes. I learned about yoga, mindfulness, gratitude, and connecting to the self. And so I wanted to do something with that, with this knowledge that I had acquired and that I was practicing myself. And so I became a certified holistic cancer coach. And now I work with more so women, sometimes men, but more so women who are moving through the cancer process, whether they're newly diagnosed or they have been in treatment or they're post-cancer and they're trying to reclaim their life. So what I want to talk about at the conference is the concept of body, mind, and spirit in terms of your own health and healing. But I want to take it a little bit step further and dive into the 3 S's of self-love, self-care, and self-belief, because I really feel like if you can't believe in yourself, how can you bring these tools and strategies into your life? So that's where I want to head.
I think that's spectacular. I love that. Well, you told us a little bit about what inspired you to tell your story, and thank you for that. What would be the key takeaway then from your talk? And I love the 3 S's, but what do you think you want women to walk away with?
I want them to know that there is a different way to live with cancer, that you can move through all of the processes and work on your healing in a way that feels good for you in conjunction with conventional medicine. This is about finding what feels right for yourself and in your own body and walking away with that belief that you have more control than you realize and that you can take control, reclaim your life, and transform your health with cancer to go from survivor to thriver.
That is amazing. That is amazing. You, like I said, you're an alumni, so you've been part of She Is Me, but why don't you share with people why you came back?
Well, it's a great conference. I think it's a really great platform for women to come together and learn about a variety of pieces that, might not be mainstream, might not be things that people are talking about. And to
Mhm.
have all of these experts in their fields come together and to share is really empowering. And I think as women, we just want to continue to learn and to grow and to be empowered and to be our best versions of ourselves. So
Mhm.
for me, with you having the conference again, it was just another opportunity for me to come forward with my story, but more so with the message that people need to hear. And this, truly the message of my talk doesn't just apply to cancer. It's chronic illness. It's
Mhm.
emotional well-being. It really can be a broader message. I just happen
Mhm.
to work with people with cancer.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree. I had a rough health year last year, and started working with a functional medicine practice and changed my diet almost completely.
Mhm.
And I have done a 180-degree turn, just finding out what foods were just not, or how I was eating, what I was eating, um, and the things that just weren't nourishing me or giving me strength, and what my body was absorbing or not absorbing. There was so much to learn.
Mhm. Mhm.
And in
Yeah,
fact,
food
one
is
of
huge.
yeah, food is huge. And one of the doctors that I've been working with is actually going to speak at our conference too. She's amazing. So but yeah, food is huge. And if you think it's not, I'm here to tell you you're wrong.
Mhm.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
And what is put in our food and how it's grown and so on and so forth. So um yeah, I cannot wait. I'm so glad that you're back. And Kathryn has been someone who I've called even after the conference, knowing that I've run into women who could use her services, and like called her and said, Kathryn, can you connect with these people? And just because your message is so profound, and your experience is so amazing. Let's talk about your book.
Yeah. I'm so excited about my book. It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Um, yeah, people have been telling me for years, you should write a book, you should tell your story. And I didn't really feel called to tell my story. But almost a year ago, it just sort of came through me, this idea of taking the message and extending it farther, like farther reach, right? Because I have a certain amount of people that I work with, but I want it to get out farther. So the
Mhm.
book is it's anecdotes about my life. Like I use examples from my own story, but it's to sort of be the catalyst to the message of, one of the chapters is about you are not your diagnosis. Like, how
Yeah.
do you live with a cancer diagnosis? How do you accept it? And there's another chapter on the family, which was a really hard chapter to write because our sons were teenagers and now
Mhm.
they're adults. And so it was like really reflecting on our different perspectives. But I don't want to give it all away, but the last chapter really talks about how I was able to get out of survivor mindset, like literally just surviving, and
Yeah.
move into, with one phone call, move into this idea of thriving. So the book is designed to ensure that this message that I want to share with people is spread, that you don't have to just survive. There's a way to live with cancer that is different, and it's in this nice little compact book that is meant to be easy to read. There's links to my podcast in it. And there's some tools and strategies in there so people who read it can walk away with real actionable tools when they read
Mhm.
the book.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. I'm so glad you wrote it. And I'm so glad we could talk about it here. And Kathryn, thank you. Thank you for joining me today, for taking time out of your day, and for joining us again at the conference. Your experience and your knowledge really lends hope to people. And I really appreciate you.
Thank you. And thank you for all the hard work that you do to put this together. This is a big project, but you're doing great things.
Oh, thank you so much. Don't forget, the conference is the 22nd through the 27th of this month. We're coming up fast. It's coming up fast. So join us, because it's going to be amazing and transformational as usual. So thanks, everyone. We will be back. We have a few more speakers joining us today, and we'll be back soon. Thanks, Kathryn.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.